Dear student, welcome to the next lecture on process synchronization. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the software type solution to the synchronization problem and the hardware type solution to the synchronization problem. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss about operating system type solution. So first one is the semaphore. Semaphore is used to provide the operating system type solution. So now semaphore is an integer variable which is used by the various process in a mutual exclusive manner to achieve synchronization. Improper use of semaphore will also give the improper result. Means that semaphore is an integer variable which is used to provide software type solution to the synchronization problem in a mutual exclusive manner. What is the meaning of mutual exclusive? You have already seen in the deadlock, and also you have already seen in the previous lecture of process synchronization. You already know what is mutual exclusive. Mutual exclusive means only one process can access the any resources are like a printer or disk. Any resources can, any process can access any resources at a particular moment of time. Only one process. Mutual exclusion means no other process. Only one process can access the resources at a particular moment of time. So in the case of process synchronization, only one process can enter into the critical section at any moment of time. So if we are not using this semaphore in a proper way, then it will give the inconsistency problem in the system. Now, semaphore is divided into two parts. First one is counting semaphore, whose value, because it is an integer variable, which accept the value from minus infinity to plus infinity. And second one is binary semaphore, whose value is either 0 or 1, because the name is binary. So it will take either 0 value or 1 value. That's why it is called as binary semaphore. And counting semaphore is an integer variable which accept the value from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now we will see which type of operation you can perform on a semaphore. Now you can see here two types of operation that you can perform on the semaphore variable. First one is down operation and second one is up operation. Down operation is also called as wait operation or P operation, and the up operation is also called as signal operation or V operation and release operation. All the names, down operation, and other name is wait operation and other name is P operation. For up operation, the other name is signal operation or V operation or release operation. These two kinds of operation you can perform on a semaphore variable. Which two types? First one is down operation and second one is up operation, or wait operation or signal operation, or P operation or V operation. These two types of. Now, see here. Now you want to perform a down operation on the counting semaphore, because counting semaphore accept the value from minus infinity to plus infinity. So the definition of count down operation is like that. Now down function is like that. It accepts a counting semaphore S, whose value lies between minus infinity to plus infinity, and after this S value becomes S value minus 1. It means semaphore will be decremented by 1. If semaphore value is less than 0, then block the process and place its PCB in the suspended list. This is the working of the down operation of the counting semaphore. This is the down operation. This is the working of the down operation. If you perform the down operation and counting semaphore, yes, then S value will becomes S value minus 1 and check one condition. If S value is less than 1, then the process will be blocked and store its PCB in the suspended list. Now the working of the up operation or signal operation is like that. If you perform the up operation on a counting semaphore S whose values lies between minus infinity to plus infinity, then S value will be incremented by 1. Then check one condition. If counting semaphore value is less than or equal to 0, then select a process from the suspended list and call the wake-up operation and call the wake-up function. This is the working of the up or signal operation on the counting semaphore S. Now, this is the working of the down operation. This is the working of the up operation. Now, see, after performing the down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, means process is not getting blocked, then it is called as successful down operation. If you are performing the down operation on a counting semaphore S, then the process is not blocked during the down operation, during performing the down operation, then it is called successful down operation. If the process is not blocked during the down operation, then it is called as successful down operation. If it is successful down operation, then only the process will continue the execution, otherwise it will be blocked. If it is a successful down operation, then only the process will continue the execution, otherwise the process will be blocked and store its PCB in the suspended list, because you already know that each process has its own PCB. If you find the unsuccessful down operation, then the process will be blocked and store its PCB in the suspended list, means process will not continue the execution. Now, after performing the down operation, if the process is getting suspended, then it is called as unsuccessful down operation. If during the down operation, if the process is blocked, if the process becomes blocked, then it is called as unsuccessful down operation. Now, if it is an unsuccessful down operation, the process will not continue the execution. If the semaphore, take one example, if the semaphore value is +7, then we can make 7 successful down operation. How? Now we will see how you can perform 7 successful down operation if the initial value of the counting semaphore is +7. Take one. See here. If the initial semaphore value is +7, then performing the first down operation on the counting semaphore S whose initial value is +7, then during performing the first down operation, the S value will be decremented by 1. So in the first down operation, the semaphore value will be decremented by 1 and it will become +6. 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1. It will becomes 6. In the first down operation, the semaphore value will become +6. Again, perform the second down operation and the counting semaphore S. Now, the current value of counting semaphore S is +6. Perform the second down operation on counting semaphore S whose value is +6. So again it is decremented by 1. Now the semaphore value S will become +5. After two successful down operation, the semaphore value will become +5. Now perform the third down operation. Then again S value will be decremented by 1. It will become +4. Now again perform the fourth down operation. The semaphore value is currently +4. Then it will be decremented by 1. It will become +3. Now again perform fifth down operation. Then the S value will be decremented by 1. Now it will becomes 2. Now again performing 6 down operation, it will becomes 2. In the similar way, you can see that if the semaphore value is +7, if the initial value of semaphore value is +7, then you can perform the 7 successful down operation. The down operation on the counting semaphore S is successful only when the initial value of the semaphore is greater than or equal to n. Suppose if the initial value of semaphore S is 0, then in the next line S value will be decremented by 1. If the initial value is 0, then it will becomes -1. And in the next line if condition will be checked. So now S value becomes -1 because the initial value of S is 0. In this line the S value will become -1. Then in this line if S value less than 0, -1 less than 0, so the process will be blocked. So if the initial value of the counting semaphore is 0, then in the down operation the process will be blocked. Now you can see here, if the initial value of S is 0, then in the next line it will be decremented by 1. It will become 0. It will becomes -1. 0 -1. It will becomes -1. In the if condition, if S value is less than 0, this condition is true because -1 is less than 0. So the process will be blocked and store its PCB in the suspected list. So if the initial value of counting semaphore S is 0, then the process will be blocked. So the initial value, so for the successful down operation, the initial value of counting semaphore is greater than or equal to n. If it is less than 1, then the process will be blocked. Then it is called as unsuccessful down operation. There is no successful up operation if the initial value of counting semaphore is less than 1. Up operation is always successful because there is no decrement of semaphore value. So it is always successful operation. The process performing up operation will definitely continue the execution because in the case of up operation on the counting semaphore, there is no concept of any unsuccessful operation. So the process always definitely continue the existence because there is no concept of any unsuccessful operation. Now see here. Take one question. Consider the system where counting semaphore value is initialized to S equal to +17. The various semaphore operation like 23 down operation, 18 up operation, 16 down operation, 14 up operation, and 1 down operation are performed. Then what is the final value of the semaphore S? This is the counting semaphore, and counting semaphore values lies between -infinity to +infinity. So initial value of S is +17. First perform the 23 down operation. P means what P represent? P represent means down operation. So apply the down operation on the counting semaphore. Apply the down operation on the counting semaphore S. If you perform the first down operation, then the then the S value will be decremented by 1 and it will become 17 minus 1. S value become 16. In the first down operation, S value will become 16, and the second down operation, S value will become 15, and the third down operation, S value will become 14. In the similar way, if you perform 23 down operation on the counting semaphore, as whose initial value is +7, then what is the final value after performing the 23 down operation on the counting semaphore? Yes, it becomes 23 minus, say, 17 minus 23, it becomes -6, because 23 times S value will be decremented. S value will be decremented by 23, because in the down operation, each time the S value will be decremented by 1. So the S, after performing 23 operation, the final S value will become 17 minus 23, because it decreases 23 times by 1. S value will be decremented by 23 times by 1. So S value will become 17 minus 23, because each down operation will decrement S value by 1. So in the first down operation, it will become 17 minus 1, it becomes 16. In the second down operation, it will become 16 minus 1, 15. In the third down operation, it will become 15 minus 1, it will become 14. In the similar way, you will perform 23 down operation on the counting semaphore S, then you will find the final value of S equal to -6, 17 minus 23. Now, after that, after that, you will perform the 18 up operation. The final S value after performing the 23 down operation, the final S value is -6. Now perform the 18 up operation. It will become -6 plus 18. It will become 12. It will become 12, because in the up operation, each time S value will be incremented by 1. So the final value after performing 23 down operation, the final value of S 17 minus 23, it become -6, and in each up operation, the S value is incremented by 1. So after 18 down, after performing 18 up operation, the final S value will become -6 plus 18, because each up operation increment the S value by 1. So the initial value is -6, and after performing 18 up operation, each time in the up operation, the S value will be incremented by 1. So after performing 16 up operation, the final S value will become -6 plus 18. It will become 12. Now again performing 16 down operation. So the final S value will become 12 minus 16, because in the down operation, the S value will be decremented by 1. So 12 minus 16, it will become -4. Now again perform the 14 up operation. In each up operation, the S value will be incremented by 1. So increment 14 times. -4 plus 14, it will become 10. At last perform one down operation on the actual S value. The after performing 14 up operation, the final value of S is -4. The final value of S is 10. Now again perform one down operation, so value will be decremented by 1. So 10 minus 1, it will becomes 9. So the final value of the semaphore is 9. This is the correct answer. What is the final operation? value of the semaphore after performing 23 down operation, 18 up operation, 16 down operation, 14 up operation, and finally one down operation on the counting semaphore whose initial value is plus 17. The final value of semaphore S is plus 9. This is the correct answer. Now see the working of the down operation and up operation on the binary semaphore. You already know that the binary semaphore accept value either 0 or 1. Either 0 or 1. So it accept only two values like 0 or 1. Now see the working of down operation on the binary semaphore S whose values either 0 or 1. If the initial value of binary semaphore, if the initial value of binary semaphore S, if the initial, here we take the initial value of binary semaphore as an argument in the down function. If S value is equal to 1, then it will become 0. Else, otherwise the process will be blocked and store its PCB in the suspended list. Means that if the initial value of binary semaphore is 1, then the semaphore value will become 0. Otherwise, the process will be blocked and it will be and store its PCB in the suspended list, and the process cannot continue its execution if the initial value of binary semaphore is 0. Now see the working of up operation and binary semaphore S. If the suspended list is empty, means there is no process in the suspended list. If the process will be blocked, then it will be go into the suspended list. If you are performing the up operation and binary semaphore S, now check the if condition. If suspended list is empty, then S value will become 1. Otherwise, else select a process from the suspended list and call the backup function. This is the working of up operation on the binary semaphore S. This is the working of down operation on the binary semaphore S. Binary semaphore accept only two value, either 0 or 1. If the initial value of binary semaphore is 0, then the process will be blocked and store its PCB in the suspended list. If the initial value of binary semaphore is 1, then the S value will become 0 and it will continue the execution. And in this case, the down operation is called as successful down operation. In the case of up operation, if the suspended list is empty, initially, if the suspended list is empty, means there is no process in the suspended list, means there is no blocked process in the suspended list, then S value will become 1. And otherwise, if there is some process in the suspended list, then it will be select a process from the suspended list and call the function. And one of the process from the suspended list will resume its execution. This is the working of the up operation of binary semaphore and the down operation of the binary semaphore. Now, after performing the down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, means process continue the execution, then it is called as successful down operation. When the successful down operation is exist, if the initial value of binary semaphore S is 1, then only you can get the successful down operation. If initial value of binary semaphore is 0, then the process will be blocked. In this case, you will get a unsuccessful down operation. In which case you will find the unsuccessful down operation. on the binary semaphore S when the initial value of binary semaphore S is 0. And if it is successful down operation, then only the process will continue the execution. After performing the down operation, if the process is getting suspended, it is called as unsuccessful down operation. Unsuccessful down. The down operation on the binary semaphore is successful only when the initial value of the semaphore is 1. If the initial value of binary semaphore is 0, in this case you will get the unsuccessful down operation. The process will be blocked and its PCB will be stored in the suspended list. Why? Because you can see here, if the S value is 0, if the initial value of S is 0, then in the if condition, if S value is equal to 1, then only S value will become 0. If the initial value is 0, then the condition will be false and it goes to the else part. It blocks the process and store its PCB in the suspended list. That's why if the initial value of binary semaphore is 1, then only you will get the successful down operation. If the initial value is 0, then the process will be blocked. There is no unsuccessful up operation. The up operation is always successful because there is no case in which the S value becomes 0 in the up operation. There is no case. There is no concept of becoming S value 0. When S value becomes 0, then only process will be suspended. Here, no concept of S value will become 0. That's why in the up operation, you always get a successful up operation. Every semaphore variable will have its own suspended list. Like every process has its own PCB. In the similar way, every semaphore variable will have its own suspended list. Now, take one question. See, each of the process take one question. Each of the process number 1 to process number I, because I value belongs from 1 to 9. So P1, P2, P3 dot P9. Execute the below code. Execute the below code. Which code? This code. P mutex, critical section B mutex. This code is executed by the process P1 to P9. Each of the process Pi, where I belongs to 1 to 9, means from P1 to P9 execute this code. And the process P10 execute the below code, means this code. B mutex, critical section B mutex. Process P1 to P9 will execute this code, and process P10 will execute this code. So here in this question, it is given that the initial value of binary semaphore mutex is 1. Here mutex is a binary semaphore whose initial value is 1. It is given in the question. What is the maximum value of process that may present inside the critical section at any point of time? The question is that to find the maximum number of process that may present inside the critical section at any point of time. And the initial value of binary semaphore mutex is 1. This is the question. So first process P1 continue the execution, means it execute this code, means process P1. Now process P1 it starts its execution. It execute this code. because each of the process from P1 to P9 execute this below code. Now process P1 comes and it execute this code. The initial value of you are performing P. What P represent? P represent down operation. You can see here. What P represent? What P represent? This is the another name of the down operation. P, wait, down. All names are same. Down means wait, wait means P. So no confusion. Now P means down operation. You are performing the down operation on binary semaphore mutex. The initial value of binary semaphore mutex is 1. When you perform the binary, when you perform the down operation on binary semaphore S, if the S value is equal to 1, then S value will become 0. Initial value of mutex is 1 because it is a binary semaphore. So if the initial value is 1, then after performing the down operation, the mutex value will become 0. If S value equal to 1, then S value will become 0. So in the down operation, it will become 0. Means initial value from 0 to 1. Here initial value of mutex is 1. Now it will become 0. And the process P1 enter into the critical section. Now at this time, only P1 is existing in the critical section. After performing the successful down operation, the process P1 enter into the critical section and mutex value will become 0. Now P2 comes here. Now P2 comes here and want to execute this code. Now see, P2 comes here and want to execute this code. Start the execution for P2. P mutex. Now the value of mutex is 0. If the value of mutex is 0, then it is a unsuccessful down operation. How you can see here. If the S value is equal to if S value is 0, then directly it goes to the else part. Block the process and place its PCB in the suspended list. So the process P2 will be blocked. So the process P2 will be blocked. Now again, the process P3 comes and want to enter into the critical section, but here it will be blocked because because the mutex value is 0. That's why it will be blocked. Now P4 comes, again it blocked. P5 comes, it again blocked. P6 comes, it again blocked. P7 comes, it again blocked. P8 comes, it again blocked. P9 comes, it again blocked. P10, what P10 comes? P10 comes and continue the execution. P10 comes. P10 comes and it will continue this code and it will execute this code. In place of this code, P10 will execute this code. What is it? Only one process in the now take the analysis in different way, because each process that comes into the critical section except P1, all the process from P2 to P9 is blocked. Is it blocked? Is blocked because after performing the down operation by P1, the mutex value will become 0. When P2 want to enter into the critical section, it will be blocked because the mutex value is 0. Now P3 comes, it want to enter into the critical section, but it will be blocked because the mutex value is 0. Now take the analysis in the another way. This is one analysis. Now take the analysis in another way. Suppose P1 comes and execute this code. P1 comes and it wants to enter into the critical section. P1 execute this code for entering into the critical section. Initial value of P1 initial value of binary semaphore mutex is 1. P mutex means it perform the down operation of mutex semaphore. So it will become 0 and P1 will enter into the critical section. So at this time only P1 is in the critical section. Now after P1 directly execute the code, this code for P1 P10 process. What code P10 execute? The P10 execute this code. The P10 execute this code. Only one process P1 is in this critical section. P10 comes, P mutex value is 1. There is no concept of any unsuccessful operation in the up operation. It always successful. So direct after P1 execute the code for P10 process. Now B mutex, then critical section, then B mutex. Initial value of mutex is now this time mutex value is 0 and perform the up operation. And binary semaphore S. If the suspended list is empty, then S value will become 1. Now you can see that the mutex value, if the suspended list is empty, because the only one process executed at this time, that process is P1. Now P1 is in the critical section right now. After P1 directly execute the code for P10. So there is no suspended list there is no blocked process in the suspended list. So P10 execute this code. First statement is B mutex. If the suspended list is empty, then S value will become 1. So the mutex value will become 1. From 0 it will become 1. And after executing this code, the P10 will be enter into the critical section. So now P10 is residing into the critical section. After executing this code statement, it will be entered into the critical section. Now at this time, two processes P1 and P10. Now in the previous analysis, all the process from P1 to P9 are blocked, but in the second analysis, after P1 directly execute the code for P10, because P10 in the first statement P10 execute the up operation, because you already know that up operation always successful. There is no concept of any unsuccessful operation. That's why after P1, when the mutex value will become 0, then directly goes to the code for P10. So P10 will execute this code. So at this time P1 and P10 is existing in the critical section, P1 and P10. Now the mutex value is right now